As our president traveled to Saudi Arabia this week, shocking new evidence now linking Saudi Arabia to a role in 9/11. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani famously ripped up a condolence check from the Saudis. He joins us from Houston this morning to react. Rudy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing okay. Although, you were just here a couple of days ago. You know that there are a lot of New Yorkers, a lot of people across the country want to know whether or not there was a connection between the Saudi royal family, Saudi government, and what happened on 9/11.
Well, I'm one of them. I mean, I lost almost 3,000 of my citizens. I almost lost my own life, as well as a lot of my commissioners. I saw people beaten down, killed, and destroyed during that attack. And then I was given a check by a Saudi Arabian prince for $10 million, and he had the temerity to put out a press release blaming America and Israel for the attack of September 11. And I can't tell you what I said when I decided to tear up the check and give it back to him, because I can't repeat it on television. But I'd also like you to know that in return for that $10 million check, we ended up raising $240 million for all the firefighters and police officers, which included Jeff Immelt and your boss, Rupert Murdoch, and Roger Ailes, and lots of other people. So his money he can keep and go burn it in hell. The reality is, I don't only need to know, but the American people need to know exactly what was the role of the Saudi Arabian government in the attack. And my suspicion is, I'm going to give you my suspicion. It was at a lower level, not at a higher level, but we're entitled to know that in order to assess it, particularly in light of this legislation about suing Saudi Arabia, because that'll help us decide whether it is appropriate or it is not appropriate.
Well, let me tell you what's in the Daily Mail, London Daily Mail, that this guy's name, who's included in the 28 pages, is Ghassan El-Sharbi. He's now being held at Gitmo. He went from a pilot and trained here, had a pilot's license, was seen with the hijackers, according to this report, and became a bomb maker from al-Qaeda, eventually caught in Pakistan. But they have him somehow linked with the Saudi embassy in the U.S.
They found a flight certificate in his possession, and that was in an envelope from the embassy of Saudi.
Never should be released for the rest of his life. We're out of our minds to release him. And number two, you might remember that there was an indication that a group of Saudis were allowed to go back to Saudi Arabia either the night of that incident or the morning after that incident. And being close to the FBI and being in law enforcement all my life, that always made me somewhat suspicious. But in any event, we need to know the truth, and before we can overreact or react, we should know what the facts are. We were the victims, meaning the families. Those families are very close to me. This Saturday night, I'm going to go speak to a group of them to raise money for the Twin Towers funds. I continue to be very, very close to the families. I don't purport to speak for all of them. I can speak for a lot of them. We are entitled to know who killed our loved ones 100%. And who almost killed all of us.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. Rudy Giuliani joining us live today from Houston. He'd like some answers, as we all would.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mayor, thank you.